Hi, everybody. I'd like to welcome you to our first vlog from Make a Tea Online. Actually, we're going to call it Spill the Tea. I'm Meryl Catlin from Make a Tea Online, the TEO and founder of Make a Tea Online, here with Mitch Summer of Minute Marketing Productions, and we are here with Kelly Merkur from kellymerkurartwear.com. She's a local Parkland artist, and she is one of our affiliate stores, and we are going to talk about her artwork and Kelly and as a person, a little bit about her background, and we're going to discuss with her what she feels that her art is doing in the world and how she feels as an artist. And I thank you all for joining us and watching our vlog here, and I hope that you stay till the very end. Your comments are welcome. We would like you to reply with some questions for us, and we will be very, very happy to answer them. And once again, I'm so glad you're here. So welcome, Mitch. Welcome, Kelly.
Hi,
and
thanks for having me.
So Kelly, I'd like you to tell everybody out there in blog land, t-shirt land, all around the country, everybody who's watching globally, not to get you a little bit nervous, but tell us a little bit about you and your family, you as a person, a little bit about your background.
Sure. Like you said, I live in Parkland. I am a mom of two teenage girls. I have a daughter going into her junior year at Stoneman Douglas, and I have a daughter going into the 8th grade at Westglades. And I've always been an artist. I got my degree in fine arts from the University of Kansas. So I'm a Midwest girl who is a transplant here. And I was a textile designer for a few years until I started our family. And I started painting probably about 4 or 5 years ago. And it's kind of changed my life.
Okay, that's wonderful. If everybody's watching, you can kind of showcase, that's a pretty big heart behind you.
Yes.
And now, obviously, we don't put that gigantic heart, that size on t-shirts, so we had to scale your artwork down. So for the people that are watching, Kelly's art on canvas is now translated to art on apparel. With her textile background, that she probably was able to envision that. How do you feel about that, Kelly?
Well, it was really exciting and almost kind of a natural progression. So I started painting, and I do a variety of things. I paint pets, I do pet portraits, and I love to paint abstract. But I started, like you pointed out, I started painting hearts, and I just kind of felt like it would translate well into apparel. So that's kind of how I got started with you.
Okay, that's awesome. I actually have here like a little tote bag that you don't even have on your store yet, but it's kind of like just a small gift bag, which would be really cute for people to get and to give to somebody else. And thanks for the prop. And I have another little prop here, and this is here's a t-shirt. There's a t-shirt with Kelly's latest, her American flag heart on it. Everybody can see the colors. I don't know if I'm getting it in there right, but we love it. We think that we love everything being so colorful, so joyful. So right now, with all of the difficult stuff that's going on in the world, with being quarantined, I kind of personally feel that the colors and the vibe that your art has is just so beautiful and so happy. And I think just looking at it makes me happy. And I'm sure you feel this. How do you feel about that, Mitch?
No, so I was actually thinking in my mind that, yeah, the way things are today, that I guess this kind of fits in with Dionne Warwick's music. What the world needs now is love, sweet love.
Amen.
So,
yeah.
Thank you, Kelly, for all that. That's what the world really needs, is the love, and you're, expressing that with your artwork.
Yeah, that would be a great name for a new design. Love, sweet love.
Write that down. I have a list of title ideas, Mitch. I'm going to steal that.
So Kelly, what are you wearing right now?
Oh, I'm wearing one of my blue Harmony heart t-shirts. So I love hot pink. I paint a lot of pink, but I painted a series of blue hearts. So we also, that's an option that we put on my website with you.
Mhm.
So we have the heart. We have, I made this butterfly. So the way that I've approached it with Meryl is that I do an original on canvas. So I did paint, I have it here, the original butterfly that I painted on canvas. Then I have it photographed, like a high-res image. And then I give it to Meryl, and she works her magic and makes it possible to print it on a whole lot of different items.
Thanks, Kelly. So what's really cool is what you're saying, and just to tell everybody that's listening, you paint your art in certain colors, and we're able to take that and translate the same vibrancy of your colors onto many different products. And I know that a lot of other artists that are thinking about like taking their artwork and putting it on different things, or even having them printed on postcards or anything, they're always really concerned about how the colors are going to translate and what other people are going to think of them. And I know that sometimes when people buy shirts that are not white, like you normally paint on a white or an off-white canvas, it looks a little bit different. How do you feel about that? Because they do kind of change slightly from what your idea of the original artwork is.
Well, I think that a lot of artists might have some control issues when it comes to their work and how it's put out there in the world. So I think I was concerned at the beginning to not have it printed on white, and how that affects the color palette in the design. But yeah, so I have it printed on gray. It's originally, the original it has a white background, and I can't say that I love every color option available in the t-shirts, but it's nice because to have options that maybe I wouldn't have thought of in the first place, and everybody can go on to the website and create something almost custom to them. They're getting my design, but they get to create it in a way that is unique for them.
Right.
So that's been fun.
Okay, good. So one of the things that you do, which I think is really awesome, I absolutely love it, is everything that you post on Facebook and Instagram, and sending things out to your friends and your friends' friends and friends of friends of friends, and it's a whole domino effect. And I'm sure, but I want to hear it from you. Tell the audience that you're getting really good positive comments about your artwork.
Everybody's been so supportive, and I think my message in general, I just try to stay positive, and I feel like that's what I'm trying to put out there in the world with my work, and I'm just receiving that same positivity back. So yeah, I have on my social media, on Instagram and Facebook, I try to keep it real, but keep it positive, and it's been a great response.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Hey, Kelly, how can we find you on social media? How can everybody follow you or like you on Instagram and Facebook?
My Instagram is at kellymerkurart.com. Kelly Merkur Art. My website is kellymerkurart.com, and then there's the link for the apparel on my website. And Facebook is Kelly Merkur Art. So I try to keep it really, really simple so everybody can find me easily.
And how do you spell your full name, Kelly?
It's KELLYMERKUR Art.
Perfect, great.
Kelly, can you tell everybody the story of the hearts?
So this was my first heart, the one I have hanging in my home. And like I said, I was painting a lot of abstracts, but I had this vision for painting this heart for my family. And I think that a lot of times people have this notion that hearts mean romantic love and it represents Valentine's Day. And that really wasn't what hearts represented for me. I love the simplicity of the shape of the heart. But within that heart, there's so much going on and so much texture. And then what I did, what I was able to do for my family heart was have every member of my family come in and make their mark on it. They got to sign it. And so it really almost became like a coat of arms for my family. And so the neat thing is that I've been able to do a few commissions locally for other families that they've been able to also come, and every person in their family has been able to make marks in their heart. So it's been kind of creating this family heirloom. But so it just kind of, I decided that besides painting abstractly, I wanted to kind of dive into this idea of painting hearts that even though that kind of shape is very simple, each one is unique and different, just like every family is unique and different. So that was kind of my jumping off point for them.
I love what you just said about marks on the heart, because everybody that touches your life puts a mark on your heart in some way or another. So that's beautiful. I'm going to take that home with me when I go home tonight. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Can you tell everybody the story about your daughter, when your daughter was born, with the hearts on her wall? The picture.
Remind me.
With the little pictures, the little canvases.
Oh, yes. So I was like, what are you talking about, Meryl? So I got the idea when I was pregnant with my first daughter, to have every single person in my family do a painting. So I got really tiny, I think there were maybe 6x6 canvases, and I picked a specific color palette. So I gave everybody that same color palette, and I just said the theme is hearts, and then I just said go, and everybody got to do their own thing. So, my grandmother was still alive at the time, and all of my husband's parents and cousins and all the aunts and uncles, and everybody painted a heart, and I had it mounted on one single framed piece and put it in her room. So it was a really cool kind of welcoming to our family with the hearts. And it's funny because that was 15 years ago, or 16 actually, and now I've kind of come full circle back with my hearts.
Right. So I'm sure that your family is really, really proud of you and everything that you've done. Is your studio, I can't imagine what your studio looks like. Is your studio in your home?
My studio is in my home. I am lucky that I have a bedroom that we can devote to that. And I've got my fingers crossed, and that one day I'll have maybe a devoted studio that's a little bit bigger than a bedroom. But yeah, so it's nice that I can just kind of paint whenever I want, and don't have to kind of clear a space somewhere else in my home and make a mess.
Right.
I can have a devoted space.
So Kelly, did you have your art displayed at the Coral Springs Museum?
I have a few times. I'm a member of the Coral Springs Artists Guild. So the guild hosts shows for their members, and the museum itself puts on annual shows that you can enter. So I've displayed at the Coral Springs Art Museum, a few other places also, but for a few years now.
Okay, that's wonderful. That's wonderful, because I know that having you in the city is great for the city to have a local, even though, you're a Midwest girl, you're now a local girl. And
I've been here 20 years, so
okay.
I feel local.
Okay, good. So and I know that I'm sure the city is also very proud, besides your family and Mitch and I'm sure that the city is also very proud and really fortunate to have you in the city and to be a reoccurring artist, which is just awesome. So what do you feel is going to inspire you? What do you think your next piece is going to be? Can you give us like a little, maybe like a little sneak peek into what's going to come out of Kelly's hands?
Well, I have a few abstract pieces that I've been working on, and sometimes it's kind of evolves very quickly, and other times it's a slower process, and there's no rhyme or reason for that. I've been painting live on Instagram with these pieces, so I'm not quite finished. I have to admit, I did take a little vacation. We rented an RV and drove to Oklahoma to see my family. And so I've taken a couple of weeks off. So I've just finished all my laundry and I got to get back into painting. I got to see where the inspiration hits me. So I usually have a few irons in the fire, but I have to finish those two abstract pieces that I've been working on. And then I always, like in the middle of the night, will have inspirations for some pieces that might translate well for apparel with Meryl.
Well, thanks. Thanks. How big is your biggest painting? I love artists that paint big paintings. I think that's so cool.
This probably, and the flag that I did is the same size as, I believe it's 48 by 60.
Okay.
And really that's I don't have space to paint any larger than that, but that is in my dream to have a studio where I can paint really, really big. Okay. And so one of these days, but right now that's about as big as I can handle.
Kelly, I'm just curious, did you ever think about painting murals as well?
I mean, I'm up for anything. I haven't had an actually, I painted murals in our old home for my my daughter's bedroom, but I haven't done anything that wasn't for myself. But of course, I would consider a mural. That would be exciting.
You can do a mural for Merrill.
Right.
Mural for Meryl.
We need the wall done here. We need some more hearts over here on the ceiling.
We need more love around.
Yeah. We need to have a painting party.
There you go.
Paint, and so you can inspire other people. One of the things that I really love to do is I love to bring the kids around who their minds are so open and they do such beautiful artwork. And it's natural, and it's just whatever they do is natural. And so being able to have somebody that does artwork like you do, so joyful and colorful, like we were talking about, is great to maybe even do something with the kids in Coral Springs, and to maybe bring them around. So maybe we'll talk about doing something like that. Maybe
it would be a really fun experience.
Right. We're talking about putting together a fashion show, which I would love to do with.
You want me to model in it?
You to model. I want you to do that. What is one of the fashion designers? She does like a cartwheel or something. Betsy Johnson at the end.
Oh yeah.
In the fashion show, can you do a cartwheel?
I totally can do a cartwheel.
Okay, all right.
I can't do much, but I can do a cartwheel.
Okay, that's cool. All right, I'm going to mark you down for the cartwheel. Okay, you're down for the cartwheel.
You got it.
So Kelly, I don't know if there's anything that you would like to tell everybody. I know that, of course, we want people to go to the store and to, think about your artwork for all their holiday gifts, or, because it's timeless. It doesn't matter if it's something that they could give a grandparent, something they can give a 20-year-old, and something they can give a 90-year-old. So your art is timeless. And that's another thing that is great about what you do, what you in particularly do, that I love so much. And is there anything that you want to tell people that are listening about your experience, what you want them to do when they go to your website, when they see your art?
I would love for people to go to my website. Besides doing the apparel, I sell my originals on my website, but I also have partnered with a printing company that will print my work on metal, canvas, paper. You can have it framed. So it's been a really partnering with both of you on the apparel side and for the artwork has been a phenomenal thing for me and for my business. And I just appreciate when people support local artists and local businesses like Make a Tea Online. It's super important.
Right, because I think we make it easy for you to be creative, and then we produce your stuff, and
Without a doubt.
that's what we like to do too, because we love doing.
And
So
you're very patient with me.
Your website looks great. Your website looks fantastic. So we love it. In fact, we have Kelly's models wearing Kelly's hearts as our Facebook homepage. Right.
I noticed that today. That was exciting.
Yeah, because I just love everything that surrounds you. All the love and all the hearts. So Kelly, thank you so much. I don't know if there's anything else that I have to ask you, but we could always have another Spill the Tea with Kelly Merkur.
I'm just so grateful for you and for making this process so positive and fun and exciting for me.
Okay, thank you, Kelly. We are grateful for you too. So Kelly is one of our Artist Alley. If you go to makeateaonline.com and you scroll around a little bit on there, you'll see our Artist Alley where we have some assorted artists, and Kelly is right in there. And you can click on Kelly Merkur Artwear, and you can go to her store, and you can see everything that she's got. And like I said in the beginning of this video, if anybody's still here from the beginning to the end, if you have any comments or questions, please feel free to contact us. If you want to send a message to Kelly, you want to send her a love note on how much you love her hearts, that's okay too. I will definitely be able to get that message to you, Kelly. And Mitch, do you have anything else you want to ask Kelly?
No, I'm just feeling the love, that's all.
Well, thanks, y'all.
Okay, thanks, Kelly. We'll talk to you later. Okay,
Bye.
bye.
Good afternoon,
Bye.
Kelly. Hey,
Bye.
ladies,